Sup, Buzznet? In reference to the podcast, Back at You.
For Freaky Friday.
Freaky, yeah. That was so unenthusiastic, and I love...
Freaky, yeah.
I love whenever we have to record, like, multiple
and it's
episodes.
like, you're like, I don't want to say it again.
And it's like, Sup, Buzznet? Like, we just...
We're at the end while that one...
Yeah. Alright. I am Amanda.
And I am Heather.
Last episode I said my name is Amanda. Not that I am Amanda.
Are you?
I don't know. Am I?
Who
Okay.
are you?
I still laugh each time I listen. Not that I listened to the other episode multiple times, but when I think back to it and I said, hit us with that freaky shit, and you were so astounded. You were like, what?
What?
Well, all right then. Like, yeah,
I was taken aback.
Okay, scholar over there.
Yes, because I am a worldly scholar.
I know.
Today we are going to learn about the 7 gates of hell. My leg just stuck to the chair.
Oh, that was some ASMR. Hit me with that freaky hell shit.
Right.
Hit me with the hell.
There are supposedly many different gates to hell, but this story is about the 7 gates of hell in York County, Pennsylvania.
Okay, so I had no idea that these were in York. I had no idea where they were. But I always thought that they were, like, in our backyard.
I mean, hell, who knows what's in my backyard? Like, they might be back there.
But what's in Altoona? Isn't there something like the 7 gates of hell in Altoona? Well, I mean, Altoona is hell, let's be real.
Well, there's Baker's Mansion, supposedly haunted. Horseshoe Curve. Railroaders Museum, Mishler Theater, U.S. Hotel.
None of those are gates of hell.
Maybe they're all separate and you just have to go through each one.
Oh, okay. Alright, well.
I don't know.
Hit me with this.
Freaky
hell.
shit?
Yeah. Hit me with that freaky shit, bitch.
Right. The legend states that if
That's
you go
why
through...
your mom can't listen to this podcast.
Yes. Quite right.
The amount of times I call you a bitch. In a loving way. I mean, it's out of love.
Yeah.
Leave that awkward silence in.
The legend states that if you go through the 7 gates, you'll be looking directly into hell.
Ooh.
So where is the portal to the underworld in York County? It's a wooded area in Hellam Township.
Interesting.
It has hell in the name.
Yeah. We've been to hell. And back.
We have. We need to go to the other hell in Michigan.
We just have to find the right time to go to Michigan, because...
It's either summer or
Death.
negative.
Hell freezes over in Michigan.
Yes, it does. I have a duck from Hell, Michigan in my car.
Wow.
Wow. It's a little devil duck. He sits by Bruiser.
Oh, he could probably destroy Bruiser.
No, he's not dead yet.
Jeez, sorry.
He's sun bleached on the top, but he's fine. The bottom's still the same color whenever you gave him to me.
Maybe you should let him bleach the other side of his body.
No. Because then it'll look like he's dead and he's on his back with his little legs flopped over.
That would be so funny to drive fast. Oh my. The fact that you just did that. Okay, so if,
all right.
if you
Pelham
got-
Township.
Yep.
As the story goes, there was an insane asylum that eventually had burned down. It was built in a remote location to isolate the people deemed insane away from the general population.
Rude.
In the 1900s, a fire was... I almost said that so wrong. I don't know. You know, as one screws up fire. A fire was started Far. And since it was so remote, firemen couldn't reach the fire in time to save the asylum. Most patients died and others had escaped, and if they were found, they were beaten to death.
Jesus!
The reason of why there were even gates to begin with have been disputed. It's said the gates were put up to try to trap the patients that escaped from the fire, and others say it was because there was an eccentric doctor that decided to put up multiple gates. Just because, I guess.
He was just eccentric. That's it.
I guess, whatever.
That's the only reason.
Though everyone agrees that only one gate is visible during the day, but the other 6 are supposedly can be found at night. As legend goes, no one has ever passed the 5th gate, but if you manage to pass all 7, you go directly to hell.
Oh, so, like, nobody's ever done it?
Well, if they did, we're never going to know because they're in hell.
Okay.
According to the locals, the stories are all false.
Yeah.
They say that there was never an asylum at that location. It is now private property and trespassers can be prosecuted.
Yeah, sure. Of course.
Trying to hold it in.
You can just tell me that you have to burp. I can always.
It wasn't one of the ones that were just going to come out. It was like right here. It was just kind of like a grumbly growl.
Okay. Go on.
Even if it is just a myth, there have been some experiences there anyway.
Sure.
If you drive past the cornfield close to where the gates once stood and roll your window down and park on the side of the road, and
stand on one foot and chug a beer, like.
And if it's a hot night with no wind,
Oh, okay.
you might feel an icy wind blow on you.
That's called your air conditioning.
That's all I was reading. I was like, there's a lot of stipulations in this one. But only if it's on a full moon, like the second half of the month on a Friday.
And your nails are painted green and...
You only have one butt cheek on the seat.
Yeah.
There have been reports of people feeling like they were being chased or stalked.
Okay, in a wooded area, I feel that...
Regardless.
Yeah.
And people staring at them from behind trees, and some have heard people screaming. Which, if I lived near there, I would be a jerk if I saw people outside and just start screaming. People have gone missing, and the last place they were seen was near the location of the supposed gates. One person went there and wound up at the hospital with scratches all over his body.
Yeah, because there's trees that he was running through.
Probably. One person was killed around the area under suspicious circumstances.
Tuberculosis.
Consumption. He ate too much. Just died in the trees. During the day, there's a gate that is hard enough to see, and because it is half hidden by the undergrowth. To confuse you farther, there are supposedly 3 gates, but legend says it's the middle one is the correct gate to go through. The gates are said to be around a mile or so apart from each other, and each one you pass creates another level of fear.
Wow.
After people have tried to find the first gate at night, when they go back to their cars, they say that a truck appears and follows them for a while and then disappears into thin air. All I can think of is that one episode of Supernatural with the demon truck.
I still can't get over that I can haunt somebody with my car. Like,
only if part of you's left in it.
Well, you didn't say that.
Like, for sure, when Dean dies, his car's gonna haunt people.
Like, I just can't get over, like, a old-ass car, like, phantom car just driving up my driveway.
Yeah.
That might terrify me more.
Especially if you go to get in, you go to sit down, and it just disappears.
Okay. I'm sorry. If I see,
You're
like,
like,
a 1930s car coming up my driveway, I'm gonna go, I'm out.
You know what? I don't need to do it.
I'm good. I'm gonna walk my fat ass right back up them steps and then plop it on my couch.
This was the information I found about the things that happen when you go through the gates.
Okay, I'm ready.
But, local legends and all, and people from Pennsylvania.
Mm-hmm.
The first gate is the farthest away from hell, if you can believe that.
What?
And has less spirits. You'll feel like you're being pushed around and being watched.
Again, in the woods.
After you pass through gate 2, the feeling of being followed and the pushing gets stronger. If I feel like I'm getting pushed by somebody who's not there, like, I'm leaving.
Also, are they, like, pushing you towards the next gate? Like,
I guess just, like, or they're just dicks and, like, pushing you back and forth. Like,
is it a mosh pit?
Yeah, we're mosh pitting for a mile.
Also, my ass ain't walking a mile.
Yeah, I thought that too when I read that, and I was like, can I have, like, a go-kart or something? Like,
I thought you
and
drove
especially
through them.
if the area is, like, overgrown, like, I ain't trying to trapeze through that shit. Like,
That's why that kid went to the hospital with all kinds of cuts.
I can barely walk through a flat area with nothing on the ground.
I can't even step at Planet Fitness.
While tripping on it.
Ooh, hey, Planet
I'm
Fitness,
saying, yeah,
you're welcome.
hey,
That's
You wanna-
shout out.
if you want to sponsor us.
I can use my membership for free.
After you pass through gate 3, you'll start to hear strange noises, and spirits dressed in black with green eyes appear and tell you to turn around and leave.
Yes, sir.
It's like, alrighty, let me do that. And then after the 3rd gate, legend says that you'll just know where to find the next one.
Okay.
Gate 4, supposedly, there is just a line in concrete that you'll just know is the gate. The temperature drops, and you'll start to see demons.
I would expect the temperature to rise.
You would think.
Mm-hmm. I would.
But with ghosts, the temperature drops.
Mm-hmm. But you're going to hell.
You would think it would, yeah, it'd be like, ooh, it's winter, but it's like 70 degrees back
Yeah,
here.
like, wouldn't the demons... Do demons make things cold? They just do whatever the fuck they want, right?
Yeah, because sometimes, like, they'll burn shit.
Yeah.
Who knows?
Demons. Love you. Love your hair.
Yeah. Once you pass the 5th gate, a little girl appears and tells you to go back.
Yes, ma'am.
Others say it's a man with a chainsaw that chases you.
Yes, sir.
But, like, does the little girl try to get you to leave and the guy with the chainsaw try to chase you farther in?
I don't know. Either way, bye.
And then, I couldn't find any supposed info about 6 or 7, but they say nobody's ever gotten past the 5th gate. Which, like, nobody says about that they have gotten, because, like, I couldn't find anything about, like, actual, like, stories of, oh, hey, I did this. But I'm going to assume that gate 6 is worse than a creepy child or a chainsaw-wielding man.
Yeah.
And I'm going to assume that once you're past gate 7, you're in hell. Or maybe you'll see the remains of the burned down asylum and crazy people running around. But honestly, would it be any worse than what the world we're living in today?
Jesus. Wow, what a way to end that one. Ow.
And that is the 7 Gates of Hell from lovely Pennsylvania.
We've been doing a lot of Pennsylvania stories.
That's because Pennsylvania's old and haunted.
Yeah, because you're also doing Penhurst.
Yeah.
Wow.
Wow. So, what do you got in store for us for Murder Monday?
We're going to talk about Michael Blagg.
Blagg.
That's exactly what I said whenever I was researching it. I don't think he's too famous of a killer.
I've never heard of him.
Well, that's not surprising.
It's fair.
Yeah. So yeah, until Murder Monday, you can find us on Instagram at In Reference To Podcast, on Twitter at In Reference To,
at Gmail at In Reference To Podcast at gmail.com. No at the beginning of that after I said it.
Send us your freaky shit.
Yeah, send us your freaky, not freaky sex shit. Like freaky spooky, please. Because I don't want to open like a thing and be traumatized.
I can just see you sitting at work on your lunch break. You're like, oh my god! Oh my god! Get it away!
What is this? Scary, spooky, not freaky. Freaky.
Oh, that makes me want to be really mean. I just said you, like...
Please don't.
I mean, like, not of me, because...
Oh, please don't.
Girl, nobody wants to see that. Nobody needs to see that.
Oh, well, on that note.
Yeah, on that note, support us on Patreon.
So you can get more of this stuff every week.
Yeah.
Twice a week.
Twice a week. We can give it to you.
Give it to you. Front of the week and the end of the week. From
the front and the back.
From the front and the back.
What were we watching yesterday? And she was talking about Spit Roast. And we were like,
oh my god, crime show.
It was Killer Couples, and they were
there was two of us. You know, they were one from the, like a spit roast.
But at the beginning of the episode, they were like, there were fake penises, like just
a
dildo.
We're all adults here.
The cop described pegging, and he was like, it was when they use a fake penis. And I was like, stop.
Please stop.
Please stop. Oh, so anyway, on that note, we'll see you next time, and...
Stay spooky, my friends.
Yeah, stay spooky. Don't stay... I mean, no kink shames, but...
Please don't share it with us.
Yeah. Alright, until next time.